Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Here we go. Good afternoon. I am a couple minutes late. It is 2:07. Told you guys to be here at 2 o'clock to do our review. So we're going to do a couple things. If you are brand new, this is for the beginner training folks and the people who have been around here a while. We're going to review the tape from today, which should be advantageous to anyone, advanced level, intermediate. You've been in our program before. You should probably be checking out what we're doing during our live streams so that you can take the pieces that we're going to teach you today, take them, put them together, and how do you do it in real time, in real markets. Let's go. All right, so this afternoon, I'm going to teach you at least 3 strategies so that you're ready for tomorrow if you're going to be coming and trading along with us, how to download and install the 2-week free trial so that you can literally have the trade room on your PC, see the plays in real time, execute them on sim tomorrow with us. If you are brand new, come play them, practice them, see how they work in real time. You can follow along with me as I'll be walking through. Don't forget on Mentorship Mondays, that is like today. We did a lot of teaching and training here today, so I'm going to let a lot of the live stream from today do some of the teaching as we go through those trades here from this morning. And of course, we will also at the end, I'm going to show you guys how to get to the website. If you are brand new, you've never been to the website before, don't know how the website stuff works, we'll show you how to get to that. And clicking on the training section here, there's some more changes coming to the website. I know this is all small and whatnot. We are working on that to get it so that this is more responsive. A couple of the things that are getting changed here. The Reboot Camp is currently free, so go get it while it is still out here in the free public area under the training section at the top. Simply click on training right there at the top, and the 8-day boot camp is there. It's not really 8 days because it's just 8 videos. You can finish them in a couple of days, maybe the weekend. If you're super fast, you might be able to finish all of them. It's about 16 to 17 hours of content for the boot camp. Don't forget, if you join with us, there are then 100 video series on the premium deep dive stuff, but the boot camp is there to cover everything inside of the documentation area. Clicking on documentation, if you're looking for anything inside of our system, you can come inside here, and on the left-hand side, here is the index menu of everything that you will be learning. We also have a syllabus on the left-hand side of Discord. There, just click on syllabus, and you can see everything in one sheet, depending on how you like to learn things. If you're, in college, you got your syllabus at the beginning of the year. We have that there for you. I think the documentation is super helpful. You can click up here to ask a specific question. So if you see me in a live stream talk about a concept that you want to learn about, come right up here, type in like, Vinny said something about the 2-try rule today. Come up here, I can type in 2-try and be like, oh, there it is, ask 2-try. Let's see if we can find something on 2-try. I think I might need to put a space on it. There we go, 2-try rule. Hey, there we go. There's a 2-try rule that we talked about earlier there today. We've got a video here and then a deep dive video. That is generally how our documentation is laid out. So if you are new with us, you'll be able to reach on anything. How about that recency is key concept that I talked about? There's a switch.play. We had one of those. We'll see one of those here in just a moment when we do our review as well. But your job today, just go download, install the 2-week free trial. Literally no strings attached on that. You can just click on the button, and let me show you where that is. If I go back to our website here at the top, click try for free, boom, there you go. Put your email address in right there. It'll ask you a few more questions, and then you click download. Install it, next, finish, and it will launch and open up your charts, and they will look like this. Now, you might be wondering, okay, well, I saw in the live stream, I only saw one of your charts. Yeah, you probably saw that bottom right-hand chart down there, but there's another layout here too. This is what we call the flag layout, a 3-chart layout. You can take your pick on that, but I usually recommend for people to start learning with the 5-chart layout so that you can understand how the markets are fractal. And if you've been around the markets a while, you know that you need multiple time frames, and we take multiple time frames into account. We take multiple time frames plus multi-confluence trade entries with our system. We have a 2-pillar system. We're looking for a complex structure like a harmonic, which is multi-fib series of things unraveling in a row, and an RTOFA event. Real-time order flow analysis event also must be included. All right, with that being said, ask your questions over there on the right. Today is the day to ask it. We're doing full training here for you to get up to speed so that you can come in with us tomorrow. Now, before we do that though, I would like you to let me walk through with my current members our review from today's live stream. So I've got today's live stream up right here. I'm going to pause the music here from the background, and I'm going to go into underneath these videos. We should be seeing something that looks like this. So if you're going to one of my old live streams there, if they're available, they will not be publicly available all the time. That will be for members only. So go grab them while you can. Those are timestamp labeled for each of the major events that have occurred during a live stream for you to go and learn from. So for instance, trade number 1, that's the first one that we're going to go to. These are hyperlinked. So if I click on this little 16:20 right here, it will take me to the 16-minute 20-second mark in the video and take me to trade number 2. So you can learn, in this case, you'll see a 1, 2, 3 king timing banger right there by clicking it, and watch me walk through each play setup. Make sense? I like it, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that little like button there. You guys should do the same. Speaking of, please do me a favor here before we get started. Would you mind? Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Thanks. Let's get to it. Okay, so I am going to press play. Actually, let's go straight to trade number 1. I'm going to click right here. This should take me to trade number 1. Oh, I think I have it on super high speed. Let me turn that back down to normal speed there, and let's play through it. Oh, I got to take that. It's a power headshot. All right, first trade of the morning here. That is a power headshot right there. And all right, power headshot. What is a power headshot? Now, if you are new with us, look up this strategy. This is your first note for the day. You need to learn the headshot strategy. Inside of our documentation area, type in headshot. You'll have the documentation there as well as the video. Now, we're going to see a pretty easy example here, but it's a little blurry because this is 1080p and I'm on a 4K here. So a little blurry. I apologize about that. But for us to do ultra low latency in the live stream, YouTube only allows us to do 1080p for the super low latency. We could do higher, and we did. In the past, we've had 4K, but people would say, hey, you know, I've got too much delay. I've got like 30 seconds delay here. It's harder to interact, things of that sort. So we've got ultra low latency in real time, literally within a couple of seconds for you to see stuff going on the screens. Okay, so this is a 9.3 level headshot. Now it's not about just the number there. This is first a Fibella dot. Go to a black screen here. So the structure that we have here is what we call a Fibella dot. This is multi-fib plus Elliott wave landing right here. Now, if you don't know what an Elliott wave is, that's okay. You can go and look up this theory, but you will understand as you go and do any kind of Google search on what they call the ABCD wave style pattern. Elliott wave was named after a guy, I forget what his first name was, but Mr. Elliott had basically gone in and said, hey, we see this happening in markets a lot. They move in waves. The leg of A to B equals the leg to A to C. That is an Elliott wave by itself. But we don't want just the Elliott wave because those happen too often and they're not that great of pivot turns. However, we want that plus something else. This also gives us what I call the 2-leg advantage. I don't want to take something unless it's at least gone 2 legs. Okay, so if you see leg number 1 and leg number 2, therein, every time you have an Elliott wave, you are going to have at least 2 legs involved in a play. So that satisfies my structural criteria 1. But now I want something else. On top of a 2-legged criteria, I also want this location right here to have multi-fib levels. Now, if you don't know what fibs are, again, this is a deep dive study that you should go check out. Fibonacci, there's a whole, lots of history online about what Fibonacci is and the Fibonacci ratios and how this is all over, found in life everywhere, from the human body to shells to almost every living organism or flower. These sequences unravel in all things, and you also see them in the markets. What we want is multi-fib levels landing in one location for multiple time frames. So what our system does, again, that's very hard to do by hand. Our system does it flawlessly for you with precision every single time. You know that you have at least 2 fibs here, and there can be more. Our stacking principle changes this color based on how many stacks we have in this area, plus a couple of other intra-proprietary items on some of the other indicators like the ultimate obos, etc., that are locked in here that will change this color based on how powerful this dot is going to be. Just the dot alone is pretty good. We've got people who actually will literally set full auto on the dots in the platinum system area, where you can set these on just, hey, I want to take the next dot. It will take it, and you can set your stops and targets based on which bar size they're coming in on, whether it's a 10 tick, 15 tick, 20, 25, 30, 40, etc., depending on what bar they're coming in on. I know I'm talking a lot here. Trust me, you'll learn this as you go through the training program. I'm here to just give you a highlight reel here, put a smile on your face, and get ready for tomorrow with us. I'm also going to teaching you how the sausage is made, but you don't have to know how it's made to go ahead and take a play with this, because all I got to do now that I know that I've got multi-fib plus Elliott wave laying right there in this spot, that's pretty cool. In fact, I would maybe take this play with fib plus Elliott wave. How many of you guys think that that's pretty good all by itself? Can we type a 1 if you think that's pretty good all by itself? That's pretty good. That's nice. But then for a headshot, we're adding even one more awesome component, which is going to be an RTOFA event, which will show up most of the time in the form of a cross. Let's see if I can do a little better in my drawings here. A cross of some type. Now, in this case, it was a red cross, but if I draw red on red, it looks a little bit weird here, so I'm going to go ahead and use the orange coloring to highlight it. Now, I have an RTOFA event right here. Real-time order flow analysis event, and depending on the power level, that's where you saw earlier, it was a level 9, and it was a color cross instead of a white cross. There are 2 color cross types here. There is, well, 3 really. There is a white cross, and then there is a red and a green, or a bull and a bear. Okay. Now, there are a couple others, so they can power up. If they are more powerful, then you will change the colors again. We have the highest power will shift and turn blue, and the opposite on the other side will be pink for a short. All right. So these are all walked through in the documentation, so don't worry. I'm just here to hit this with you here for an afternoon training with you guys. Don't sweat it. You're going to see what we do. All we do here now is I'm going to press the button. Okay. So if I see one of these line up here, I'm going to take a shot at this. In this case, because it's a red dot, I'm going to take a short. Very simple. If you're wondering, well, do I go with the color of the cross or do I color with the dot? In this case, it is always the color of the dot that I'm looking for. So I'm going to be looking to enter in on a short right here. The ideal is for me to just nail it right here. I want to get in on an entry right there at that line. I'm looking for a short, and I want this play to come down this way. Now, if you've been around the markets for a while, you know, like every tick for NASDAQ, we're getting about $5 per tick. I don't say about. We are getting $5 per tick in the direction of the NASDAQ as it goes our direction, and vice versa. If it's going against us, it's going $5 per tick against us per contract. Multiply it times contracts. We went over that in Friday's video, and of course in our training you'll know more about that. But this is a simple play setup that I took here this morning on the first one, and this was a headshot short. Okay, that's the explanation of what's going on right here. Now what we see right here, this tells me right next to this little line here, that is my average entry price. By average, it means, well, because that we're not exactly always at that location for the entry. There could be a couple of contracts above, a couple of contracts below. In this case, this is 8 contracts right here on that number 8. Right here tells me how many ticks is in my direction right now. So right now, this has moved 22 ticks in my direction. 22 times 5, I can't do that kind of math. Let's see, 110. Sorry, okay, I did it. $110 for one contract. So at 110, now I'm really going to get crazy, times 8, I can't do that. I think it's around $900. Okay, so right now, if I were to pull the trigger and close the position right now, this would be worth about $900 where it's currently sitting. So remember the dot I told you about? There's the red dot inside of it. You see the red leg? There's the red leg. I'm going to highlight it here, make it a little bit bigger for us. Let's zoom out a little bit right here. And now you'll see the Fibella dot that I was just telling you guys about. Boom. There's the dot at the end of it. It's a little small, but it's there. Then I have a red cross on top of it here. This one happens to be a 9.3, which is very strong. You'll learn about how to tune those AOs and what those numbers mean as you go through the training program to know what the numbers designate, etc. Okay, so now the position I simply entered in while I was in the middle of talking with everyone there. I saw the opportunity, I took the short, and let's watch it play out. This is trade number 1 here for me. Let's press play. There's 28 ticks. Let's see, I'm going, oh, I should have pulled it at 20. Why should I have pulled it at 20? Going through my little spiel here. We're to the long side, right? So I should have just targeted one, T1 there. I'm getting greedy, holding it out for a 40 bag there. I thought we were. Okay. Now this play continued to progress there. You'll see a delta shift that also showed up there. I could have added to that position if I hadn't been gabbing away. I should have added right there on the blue to red shift. That would have been called a what? Pop quiz. If I enter in and I add a position, if I add to my position on a red to blue or a blue to red shift, type it there in the chat. Those of you guys who've been around for a while, pop quiz, remind yourself, what kind of entry is that called? How many of you guys typed Dr. Seuss? If you typed Dr. Seuss, give yourself a gold star. Congratulations, well done. All right, so right now it's up 28 ticks. So the position has gone a little bit farther here. Now what I had asked was in the chat, should I be holding for target 1? Because I am short, meaning I want to win as this is going down, aka red. Red is short in general. Long is green. So over here, this is green. This is my primary filter called the nerd filter or the MACV Ultimate. This is the MACV Ultimate because it's the MACV indication turnover for all 4 correlated instruments to the NASDAQ. What I'm playing, which is the fastest of the moving instruments here, the nerd, the NASDAQ is at the very front of that. E in nerd is for the ES. R is for RTY, D is for the Dow. Therein lies what I call the nerd. So at this time, right here, these scroll down this direction. And so this is the most recent one that has occurred. Now you might be asking, well, why don't you just show just the one? I want to know the history. Sometimes I want to know, hey, was I just red a minute ago? And then we shifted over to neutral, then to buy. Like you can start to see the progress of where we are. And we've landed right here. So I like to see the progress of this. People have asked before, can we just show one? I mean, you can, and up to you. People take their preference. They have various ways they like to do things. I like to see the history of it in real time. You may not. You want to squeeze this off your chart and put this just, you know, make just this last little sliver really big. We have members who have that, who have just these last 2 kind of showing for themselves to just go, I don't care about anything else. I just care about right now, right? What's active right now? And I totally get that. Awesome way to play as well. But for teaching and training purposes as well, I like to have the history of it so I can look to see where we were, where we have been, and then kind of talk it through as we're going through our plays. So I should have only been looking for a target 1 here because I'm going against the nerd. What do I mean I'm going against it? Well, the nerd is green. I'm going red, right? I would love it if it were red. Then I can hold out for maybe a target 2, okay? Now, on this play, I think I was talking too much there in the morning. Wasn't quite paying attention, so I'm going to beat myself up a little bit here on this one. I held out for a target 2 because I actually thought we were short. I literally, like, what I had recalled in my mind, plus seeing all this coming down, 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 I think I made an assumption. And what does the word assume have in it? Anybody ever looked at the word assume? Anybody ever heard this one before? If you can type and write properly, which is hard with a mouse. Assume makes an blank out of you and me. All right. So be careful when you assume something. It's going to make a you know what of yourself. All right. So making an beep out of myself. Yeah. So I assumed this was red at this time. So I held out for a target 2. A little bit greedy. It worked out this time. But I really should have been paying more attention there and been a little bit more cautious, especially on trade number 1, where I want to put some money in the bag on trade number 1. This is trade number 1 of the day, and we track that through our trade tracker. There's my physical version, and I'll show you guys a digital version here in just a moment. We've got that ready here in just a few seconds here. Let's play this one out here. I see 28 ticks. Let's see how many I got out of it. I'm going to press Control 4, which should help us to zoom in a little bit farther here on it. Oh, can I not do that, please? All right, let's see. I kind of want to slow this down here. Let's see if it's going to go 28, 30, 31. There's 31. Might get paid after all here. We'll see. There's 30. 37. Come on, can I get my 40 bag? All right, I'm getting greedy. All right. Okay. So I went ahead and closed it out. I ended up with 1121.56 after commissions. This does, I have my calculation set. You can set yours differently. You can set it to include commissions or to not include commissions. I have mine set to include commissions, and those are settings there that you can also check in the documentation area if you want to set yours the way that I have mine. So trade number one, up 1121.56 on the day. I think I talk a little bit through why I did that. Let's listen a little bit here before we go on to the next one. First trade of the morning, up $1,100. That is a power headshot, and yeah, it went further. Okay, I could have got my full 40 out of it. I thought so. Let me make sure this is on. Yeah, well, we're good. So we had gone from sell side over here. Okay, so I talked through basically the same thing I just taught you guys here. Let's go on to the next play there. 840. 2 trade trackers, digital and physical with vision boarding. All right, let's talk about that. I have a digital tracker here. There it is, trade number one. I like to flip the coin over. Now I've got a physical one over here on my desk as well. Can you see it's at the very bottom left-hand corner of your screen? I'm just excited that I got the other camera working again here on the desk. So we got the desk cam. I'll wave to you here with my crazy veiny hand here. I'm gonna pull this coin right here. That's a Trump coin. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but you know, I mean, Trump trumps all. So here we go. There we go. Tossing one coin aside. I've got a physical version of that, kind of a, it's like having a vision board in front of you, something tactile to remind you to not overtrade, all right? Not overtrading. I'm coming into the video game that I call day trading, and this video game is kind of boring. It's not as cool as, you know, some first-person shooter in 3D space, but okay. So we talked about that. Let's, those are our 2 trade trackers. You can get that for free on our website. Go into the community spaces section. So regardless of whether you're using AlgoBox or not, you can use our trade tracker if you want to use our cool little digital tracker there. I think I still have it up here. Yeah. So let me move this out of the way here real quick. So here's my digital tracker up here. If I can expand it out just a little bit.
Voice news disconnected.
Voice news disconnected. That's interesting. Okay, oh, I think I'm jacking up all kinds of stuff on my screen there. All right, so if I flip these and if I turn my sound on, yeah, we should be able to flip those. You hear our nice little coin flip sound. So I'm going to reset all these for tomorrow. There we go. All right, so I'm reset for tomorrow. Now you might be wondering, why do I have TIW, quarter, half, half full? What does all that mean? So this is toe in the water, quarter position, half position, full, full plus, and bonus. And you will learn why we have those as you're going through our training program on. I'm always trying to think about how I want to increase my trade size from trades 1 through 5 so that any trade prior to can make up for the one in front of it. Same stats apply. Well, not always, but in theory, if you've got a good play, I mean, I want to go big. There is an infamous saying by Warren Buffett. He says, risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. But if you know what you're doing, he said, why are you not levering up? This is trading. Okay, welcome aboard. Let me get that up top here. And let's pull back and get back to our review here real quick. So we talked about, wanted to talk about Frogger. Teaching about the nerd and decreasing AOs. Okay, let's go to this one. I missed this one at 10:40. Okay, let's play that. Oh, technical difficulties. YouTube's mad at me. What are you doing to me, YouTube? They don't chomp you up while you're heading across. Let's go to 1040 one more time. There we go. Okay, 9384. Oof, the number went down. So less likely for me to take a turn here. That number is decreasing. I was hoping that if that's a 9-3, I want that to be like a 10-3 or a nice reversal here. So I'm going to put a question mark on that one right now. We are at the top of a channel. We are strong buy right now. Okay, so I'm going to try not to hit the sell button. Everybody kind of understand that simple concept. This is the nerd. NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. Okay, well, looks like a W, doesn't it? That's a nerd. All right, there we go. How about an N there for you? NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow, all correlated instruments currently are pointed up, is what that strong buy means there. So short sides are going to be dangerous. If you're going to take it, then I need to go target one, quick scalps, in and out, and it's got to be an absolutely perfect play. Okay, so reiterating what I talked about before there, I thought I had given a little more lesson on that. Sorry, I think I already got to talk through that one. Let's go to the next one here, Frogger analogy. Let's talk about the 2D gaming. I truly believe that there is an advantage approaching the markets like a video game. Stop trying to pretend like it's not a video game. The market is a video game. There are people all around the world playing a video game, sitting down at their desk, pressing buttons, trying to get points on the board, and the points on the board turn into dollars plus or minus. I think that's a video game. If you just acknowledge that, and then how do you win at a video game? Well, number one, you either get really good at the video game, spend a lot of time, inordinate amount of time, but how can a kid or you or anybody, at whatever age, how can you win at a video game without spending a lot of time? Who's got some ideas? I want to really think about this. How do you, if you just wanted to win, if there were no rules and all you cared about was winning, what's one way that you can win the game without having to practice? Hacking. Yeah, that's a good one, Edward. Yes. Hacking. What else do they call that? You can install a what? What's that called? Anybody know? Some glitches, maybe? Install a cheat. That's right. So if you install a cheat, well, let's think about that. Is there a cheat for the markets? Is there a video game cheat? Let me think about that. Is there a cheat that I could think? Let's see. Let me go Google cheats for the market. Let me think about that. I was trying to get the... Why not have super chats on the screen? Sorry, I was trying to get the chats on the screen here. I thought I could get that on there. I don't think I've got it into this OBS thing. I'll try to get it later. I know of a cheat code. That's right, Ninja Scalp does too. He said Algo box. Exactly. So we have a cheat for the markets, headshots. I can increase my damage. I can get better play setups. I can get better entries. I can see confluence that other traders can't see. I've got wall hacks. I can see things they can't see. I can see PRZs setting up before they can even think about them, right? Yeah, there we go, Timco. Timco's got you the link to it right there. You can download it there at algoboxpro.com. Install the cheat for the markets. In my opinion, obviously, in everything that we're talking about here is obviously just my opinion. Okay, so let's go on to the Frogger analogy. Let's go. Frogger 2020. I never heard of the 2021. So they made a remake of it? Playing like a video game. Now, we were talking about how this is a 2D game that we're playing. It's not a 3D game. This is just a very easy, you're playing Frogger from Atari 2600 back in the day, but some people said they didn't know what Frogger was. So that's where we're kind of, I'm going to do this analogy here. This is way cooler. This is, the graphics are way better on this one. It's a remake. This is, yeah, there's the old school one right there. That little frog, how he's trying to get across. So you kind of have this, you start down here on this purple pad. This is this middle area where you're trying to get to here first, kind of this safety zone here. You're in a safety zone here. And then you're trying to get across the street. There's a little frog hopping across, and there's these cars and trucks going by left and right, and you're trying to get across without getting squashed, of course. Then once you get here, now you got to go across. So first you go across the street. That's the main objective here. Then you have to go across the water, and then hop in here with one of your friends to get extra lives. Go friend. That's how you get scored. So we're playing some 2D stuff. We just got to get across and make some money without getting squashed by one of the cars first, and then we get out here and they've got, oh, there's an alligator right there. Oh, I think it went away. Let me see if I can pause it right at the time when the alligator goes across. Okay, so right there, let's say you got these logs. So some trades look great. You're like, oh, I'll just hop on that log right there. And then you realize, oh, it's an alligator. Hold on, right? Oh, it's a trap. It's a trap. All right, so I like to think of the Frogger game as, that's not a log, bro. Not a good one. Not a great trade. So we're playing Frogger with our video game here. Okay, now we got a 9.3 up top. All right, now I will do a little quick half sell on that. I am behind on the entry, so I need to... Okay, now, I was going to go to the next play, but hey, we rolled right into the next play there. After the Frogger, I immediately... Again, I'm over there talking about Frogger, doing other things. That's the beautiful thing, I believe, about AlgoBox is you don't have to be perfect to be profitable. And the play setups are so good, I can just wait for the system to just tell me when there's a really cool play opportunity there. right? Better than a guru coming in, like putting his finger. It's like me putting my finger on your chart going, hey, dude, we got a lot of stuff right here. I got king timing, I got a 9.3. We got the top of a channel right here. I got a 9.3. And I've got a 1, 2, 3 banger. Now, if you don't know about the 1, 2, 3 banger, go watch the video on that. It's a 1, 2, 3. You see the 3 red crosses. Now the numbers matter here. All I'm looking for is 1 and 2. Now what I care about, this is the prime, what I kind of call the hinge. The hinge, I want the next one to be approximately +1 of the number of the hinge. Don't come unhinged about what I'm saying. Go watch the video on it. We do this a lot in the live streams. This is a 1, 2, 3 banger on king timing, which is why I labeled it that way. I'm entering in again on a half position right here. Not going full port here on this, but a little half position here on the 9.3 at the top. I didn't even get a great entry on it because again, reacting, we were just talking about Frogger. I saw it out of the corner of my eye, went over there, grabbed it real fast. I already talked about it here. Let's just walk through the play. Trying to add to the pool here. So right there, I'm up 21 ticks already. So there's target 1. I could literally close the position right there. Remember, I am going against the nerd, aka the favorable direction right now. The nerd is green. So if I'm going to go short, I should be going for, should I be going for T1 or T2? Type it there in the chat. What do you think? Simple answers here. If it's green and I'm trying to take a short, can I go for, should I be going for T1 or T2? Type T1 or T2 in the chat. And let's see where we're at. Hopefully you guys are all typing a T1. I want to see a bunch of T1s there in the chat. On the 22, right, 23, targeting 6. Okay, now I'm also showing why I'm holding out a little bit farther, because not only is this a 1, 2, 3 banger on a low time frame, I was nice enough to bring this chart over for you guys because I'm really trying to teach you guys on a Mentorship Monday. Here we go. I'm bringing it over. And there it is. Look what's on the higher time frame. Remember, this is on the 9s. So higher time frame, and that doesn't sound like big, but it's big. Okay. On these bars, the way that our algo bars are programmed, that's a big number on a 9. Big difference between a 9 and a 4. Okay. We're talking about fractals, and you'll get to learn some of that later on in our training. Look at the play. This is a super shark back, actually a divergent. Super divergent shark back entry short right there. You see it? If you see the super divergent shark back, type me a 1 in the chat. This might be advanced. If you don't know it, it's okay. Type me a 2 if we need a further review. But I'm looking for the higher time frame really entering in right on that red line right there. The system draws it for you. I want to take that play. The stop goes above the box. The risk is right there. You can see it. It's subtle. Okay, I'm trying to zoom all the way in, and I know I apologize for the clarity of this. It's just YouTube does 1080p. I'm on a 4K screen here. It's, you know, decoding and all that. So it'll look perfectly clear on your screens. Okay? Another reason, hey, here's the plug. Go download, install the Tweak free trial. This will be super clear on your screen, and you'll see this beautiful shark back play there with no fuzziness whatsoever. Boom. Super shark back. Why? Because it's a ready DD. That makes it super. The divergence, because there is a triangle right there in purple. I don't have a purple drawing tool there, but purple divergence right there. Lots of reasons to touch in on that play. So I'm holding out a little bit longer rather than just taking a 20 bag. I see this on the left and I say, this is why I'm holding out for more ticks, because the target on one of these on the high time frame is the front of the shark for target 1. So technically speaking, do you understand how I'm still targeting just a target 1? Just happens to be on a higher time frame. I'm still going for target 1, but it's on the 9s, which is a larger target than it would be on a 4. You got it? Do you want some more? Tell me there in the chat. Entry, exit, all the way down here. Probably a good 50 or 60 ticks from the top of that for the perfect entry down to the target below. Let's watch it play out. Here, I'm going to add this always on top. Get the front of that shark, and I'll pull it. Right, boom, right there. Boom, there it goes. Now, even with my crappy entry right here, didn't get in. Remember, I want, the ideal is to enter in as the 9.3 hits. Okay. You know, down here for my entry. So eating up all kinds of ticks. It's probably like 15, 20 ticks. Okay. But still, there I am. I'm about to close out for almost 40 ticks all the way to the front of that shark, just on target 1 on the higher time frame. Worth, again, from the very top of that perfect entry there to perfect exit, The value of the opportunity is around 60 to 75 ticks. From there to there, you can measure that over here on the right if you zoom in and count the points, right? All right, close it up and boom. Now, 2 trades in on the day and I'm up 25.53. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Not too bad for 2 winners. And that's how we play the video game. Make sense? Let's go. Let's go. We're pretty much done for the day. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'm up 2,500. Who's excited about that? Are we good? Are we good? I'll catch you guys tomorrow, or we're going to do some more? We're going to do some more? I think we'll probably do some more. We're not even at the U.S. Open yet. So, all right. We're not even at the U.S. Open. That I can see on the chart here. You literally had just gotten to 9:15 in the morning. So we are literally still 15 minutes before the U.S. Open, and I'm already up 2,500 on the day. Only with Algo, in my opinion. I don't think anybody else can do what we do. All right. Now, we had a pretty long day here today, literally a whole 3-hour live stream, a lot of teaching and training, and I don't want to belabor you guys too much. You need to make sure you download and install the 2-week free trial. We did a lot of teaching training here today. I didn't even get a chance to line up everything here today. I did want to cover 2 things that I told you guys I would here today. Harmonics and HMD training at 2 p.m. here today. I'm going to walk you through harmonics, why they're powerful, why they're awesome, and some HMD entry training here, because I told you I'm going to teach you 3 strategies today. I already showed you the headshot. Now I'm going to teach you the HMD and the PRZ cross entry here so that you guys can come and hang out tomorrow. Go with Sim on us if you are a beginner. We'll also hit a few more points. Let's see. The biggest thing is right now we are doing the Black Friday event. Somebody had asked, hey, what's the Black Friday offer? If you are a disciple, if you decide to do the discipleship program on top of what we already do, normally, even on Black Friday, this is $39.99. Let me roll back one step here. This is literally, we only do this twice a year. We do it at Black Friday and we do it Christmas in July. So let's take a peek at this right here. I'm going to let myself talk about ourselves now. And we got 3 days left. Yeah, so look up top here. There's our Black Friday countdown. 3 days, 14 hours, 34 minutes left on the Black Friday offer. He's asking about the discipleship program. So let's go quickly check that out. So if you're here on our website, you got the countdown timer there. So let's say you come up here and click on Black Friday. Cool. Black Friday mega sale. Now, if you just want to compare with pricing, so if you click up here on pricing, here's your plan. You're getting $1,500 off lifetime situations there. So here is, I think I clicked on something. Normal pricing. On occasion, we will do a discounted offer on lifetime to $49.99. So let's click right here where it says show me the Black Friday deal. Let's click right here. 3 days, 14 hours left. So we've got the full dream pack over here, which is including the platinum bot panel that I'm using up top for my full auto. This one also on gold pack, $34.99, includes the Enigma standard, but does not include the platinum component, right? So for $500 more, you are getting the platinum component included. If it were me, I'm all right here. I'm totally going to pick up that full auto component. Plus, it gives you the flexibility of being able to apply this while you are on your lower time frame charts as well. If you want to take the next Enigma or you want to take the next Super AO automatically, very nice to have that as an option. That is the Dream Pack. So people ask all the time, what's the difference between the Gold Pack and the Dream Pack? Dream Pack includes, as it says here, the Platinum panel. Okay, the Platinum panel is the big deal for that difference in that price there. Okay. You can get the 1 year, you can do the monthlies a little bit lower, but again, I generally recommend that people don't go on some monthly thing, don't fly by night, take the time that it's required to get good at a system. I really recommend you dedicate a year to us. I think you should do a year thing at least with us. At 6 months, you will feel like a boss coming in with our system, in my opinion. Pretty sure you will become a better trader using the system. Try it out. If you have a doubt, do the 2-week free trial, see if I'm right about it. So let's talk about the discipleship program though. He said, well, what about the discipleship program? Here is the button down here to show me the discipleship program. Discipleship program says, hey, I want to be in with you, Vinny. I'm here to help support the community. There are a few things that you are dedicating yourself to, because you said, can anybody join it? Well, we'd love anybody to join it, but there are some requirements. It is a scholarship attendance type of program there. There are additional requirements. Everything in life is either time or dime. So you can either pay a dime, pay a little bit more, or we will save you a dime for your time. What do I mean? Here's the mission. Here's the benefits. Here's how you qualify. Engage on social media. Okay, what does that mean? Follow Algo on all platforms. Like and comment on the most recent 10 posts. Support the community. Share content. funding program participation. One, if you're using funding programs, then you're dedicating to using our affiliate links and our codes to do your affiliate program stuff. And this kind of applies to lifetime plans, cannot be combined with promotions, giveaway eligible. Here's the whole thing, right? Participants must remain in good standing in the community. You can't come over here and, be a turd, that kind of thing. Program terms and availability may change at any time, but main thing is social media. You'll hit like and comment on my videos. It's super hard, super hard. I mean, really super hard. You gotta listen to me. You gotta come hang out. You gotta participate. You gotta type with your fingers. It's hard. So, but you can take an extra $1,000 off that lifetime price. So you're getting the discipleship program price, $24.99 for discipleship, or the without Dream Pack. With Dream Pack, $29.99. So you're basically getting $1,000 off for saying, yeah, I want to be an Algobox disciple. Let's tell people about Algobox. I'm here to comment, and it could be something as simple like, thanks for the video, Vinny. Oh, is this the open? Yep. Okay, I hear the market's going. Let's close it up here. Oh, speaking of closing it up, flatten all on the bots. The bots are up 25.70. Oh my goodness, they beat me. All right, flattening on the bots. Checking to make sure I don't have any open. There we go. All right, closing the bots. Here is the open. I was like, why didn't I get an announcement? So if you're wondering if you might want the bots, so if you are a person who likes full auto and came here for full auto, so there this morning before the market even came open, the bots almost did as much as I did. Oh no, they beat me. They beat me by $20. Now, I think the bots, I don't have it turned on to include commissions on the bots. So I think after commissions, I still think I might have won. No, because they probably took 2 less trades. I don't know. It was an even neck and neck. The bots did pretty good there today. And yeah, they kind of beat me. So I will say, so look, I think our high watermark of the day was 15,000 on the day. I ended up closing out for 6,000. I unfortunately got into some weird situation there. Thank goodness for the midday pivot. But you can watch the entire stream at this point of the day. I'm up 7K. Let's see, we were back at 2K. Let's see where we went from that. We went from 2K up 81 ticks on whatever this was, up 6K, going up a little bit farther. Anyway, we did a lot of teaching and training today. I think you're not going to want to miss this. I'm going to finish out the timestamps on this. So I would recommend go and watch that, but I'm going to go into teaching and training right now because the live stream, it's there. We will have timestamps on it. Give us about an hour after our chats here, and I will finish out putting the timestamps down below in the video. So that what I mean by the timestamps is you'll be able to scroll right down here into my little chat section right here, and all of the trades, you'll be able to go straight to those right there. Right now, I didn't get to finish it out. Honestly, I ran out of time here today. Sorry about that. But we will go into the teaching and training that I told you about earlier. We'll get into the harmonics and the HMDs, the PRZ crosses here so that you are ready for us tomorrow. But wanted to hit on the bots, and high watermark of the day was up over $15,000 closing out the day around, it was 3 each, around 7K on the day. Gave back half my gains through that lunchtime nonsense. Okay, so let's go to this one right here. I made a video a long time ago. We at some point kind of got a little trolled with some folks that, look, our competitors don't like us because, I mean, we're kind of a cheat. It's kind of what it is. Do harmonics actually work? Someone was out there being like, oh, there's crazy animal patterns, do. So I went and I did a back test. I just like, let me just see. I'm just going to turn it on. And you look for yourself, and we went through a walkthrough. Now, I'm going to apologize for some of the audio in this because it does sound like, I noticed like my audio quality way back in the day wasn't quite as good as it is now. So please bear with us a little bit on that. Of course, don't forget, get your 2-week free trial. You need to be ready for tomorrow under resources. Make sure you hit the training at the top. Go through this 8-day boot camp as quickly as possible while it is free. Okay, these 8 videos will be behind a paywall later, and you'll end up having to pay for it later. You don't want to do that. So go grab them now and learn all the stuff here. All these say, remember to take notes. Remember to take, it's dumb. Okay, these are going to get updated. These are kind of placeholders. We still working with our web team to get things squared. Anyhow, let's go into do harmonics actually work, and let's play an old video. And remember that the 8-day boot camp is going to walk through the entire documentation section, which I know is kind of, it seems like it's overwhelming, and I would be too. Be like, I don't know, man, do I really want to dedicate all my time to this? when you see the 3 strategies that I'm going to show you right now, you only need to learn 4 or 5 strategies and be good at those and just master those. But at the same time, know that we have all these opportunities like Enigma Audio Box, one of my absolute favorites. You're going to see me even today, if you're watching a live stream, you're going to see me take multiples of these Enigma Audio Box plays. The Moonshot, I think I had like 3 of these plays there today. Awesome play right there. And of course, my Harmonidot Super AO, still probably my absolute favorite. I do want to touch on that real quick. Super Alpha Omega. You guys are going to see me take this play. I don't know if I've had one recently where I didn't take a Super AO. Oh my goodness, one of my absolute favorites. I think you're going to like it too. If you just bought the system just for this alone, this by itself is worth the price of admission. Just having these alone, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree, but go check it out. Go play that Super AO. Let me see how long this one is. If it's not too long, I'm going to go ahead and play this one.
Is your FCM equipped to scale with your strategy? StoneX is a leading non-bank FCM.
It's only 2 minutes. Let's play it. You're about to learn the Super AO. You get a bonus today for just coming and hanging out.
What if you could easily spot high confluence trading setups? Let's explore the Super Alpha Omega strategy concept within the Algo box system. The Super Alpha Omega strategy integrates 2 pivotal components: the Flowmaster trademark Alpha Omega crosses and the Double Delta Ready DD signal. The Double Delta Ready DD signal is a vertical text label indicating a potential shift in market momentum. It appears when 2 delta flags align, suggesting a possible upcoming move. The Flowmaster Alpha Omega cross plots colored crosses when price reaches prior auction zone highs or lows accompanied by significant algorithmic order flow activity. Bullish signals are shown as green or blue alphas, while bearish signals appear as red or pink omegas. Each cross is accompanied by a power number, quantifying the strength of the market's buy or sell imbalance, where higher numbers may suggest stronger potential reversals. Here's a Super Alpha Omega in action. A green Ready DD label appears, indicating a potential shift in market momentum. Traders may pay further attention. A blue AO cross appears nearby, signaling strong buying activity with a high strength number. This sequence might reinforce the reversal bias. Traders might consider entering in the direction of the aligned signals. For targets, on Algo bar 1s to 3s, smaller ATM targets are common. On Algo bar 5S and range bars, aim for target 1 around 15 ticks and scale for runners depending on momentum. Risk management is crucial. Traders may place stops behind the Alpha Omega cross to limit losses. To master this concept, practice the Super Alpha Omega strategy in NinjaTrader's market replay to gain confidence and refine your approach. Start your 2-week free trial today and enroll in the 8-session boot camp to experience the full Algo box system in action. Be sure to subscribe and join our live sessions for ongoing strategy insights and real-time learning. See you in the next video.
I'm going to have you guys ready for tomorrow morning. Let's go. That's one of the strategies right there. Pretty easy, right? If you see that Super AO, do you think you could take it? How many of you guys feel confident to be able to take a Super AO after watching that video? You got it? Ready DD, cross green or red, take it in the direction, put the stop underneath it, put the stop above it. How many of you guys could take that tomorrow? Type me a 1 if you got it, 2 if you're new and you need a little more review. But I think that's one strategy right there. So I'm going to actually give you a bonus today. That's 4. You're going to get 4 today. All right, here we go. Let's play this video here, which is surrounding and talking about harmonics. Do harmonics actually work? Show me the stats. All right, again, I'm going to apologize for the audio on this one. It sounds a little echoey, but this is an older video back from, man, how long ago did we make this? It's been a while. All right, let's press play.
This down. PRZ is a primary component of a harmonic. PRZ. What is that? This is the potential reversal zone. Write that down. Potential reversal zone. That is your PRZ. So when we're talking about PRZ, that is what we're talking about. This is standard with harmonics. However, what do we have inside of AlgoBox? We have a P-PRZ. This is a predictive potential reversal zone. Now, that's a lot of mouthful there, but we call it the PPRZ for a reason. This is exclusive to our system. This is predicting where the PRZ will be before it gets there, which is super advantageous if you are going to use this for either a target target or anticipating a play coming up. Super, super handy. So, but let's get into answering the question, well, are harmonics even worth my time or effort? Again, is it the only thing I would use? No. Do we use it in combination? Absolutely. I always tell you guys, we have a phrase in our room that says, trade nothing alone, but is a harmonic worth your time? Well, I want to zoom into a few here just today, and you answer the question for yourself. I'm just going to show you it. I'm not going to sit here and debate with people about it. How about I just show? We're going to zoom in here and let's take a peek at a few of these that have shown up. So here's a pretty large harmonic right here. What's going on here? We've got the names are going to be here in the little text. Okay, so right here, going to be labeled right next to, I have them set to being next to the PRZ. You can adjust these. They can be at the beginning if you want them on the left, but I like to have them right next to the identifying PRZ. That is a diamond PRZ, and you can kind of see that the diamond harmonic was the pivotal pinpoint movement of this whole thing. Can you guys see that? Also, the cipher right here, the large cipher picked out this zone for the potential reversal zone. That's pretty darn close, wouldn't you say? 2 try rule for us, we would be able to enter in on that and take a nice ride down. You tell me. Again, I'm going to let you be the judge. Let me ask something. So on this bat, did it call the up move? I think the answer is pretty obvious. Yeah, that one did. That is a bat. How about this cipher down here? That is a green PRZ cipher. Harmonic nature of the movement, how the algorithms are moving the markets as they are collecting liquidity at these pivot points. Do you see this? I'm going to come back and I'm going to explain like what's inside of these. Now, are all of them 100%? No. Let's see a shark that did not work, right? This showed a shark right here. Did that one work? No, broke through. Did this one work? No, technically broke through. Did it work for a shark back play for us for T1? Yes, it did. How do we know that? As we play the shark back, we enter in on the back of the shark off of that back line right there, and target 1 is the front of the line. Now, so did we make something off of that? Could we have made something off of that? Yes. Would I have taken this exclusively by itself when the market's moving down, 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 down? No, we're not sitting here trying to catch falling knives. But let's just look at a few more. Did this cipher play call the up move? Pretty decent up move right there. It's about 20 ticks, not too bad. And for anybody who's counting handles and likes to talk in the terms of handles, which I kind of refuse to have our students talk in handles. I think it's dumb because handles are flexible depending on what market you're in, what instrument that you're on. A handle can be 10 ticks, it can be 4 ticks, it's all over the place. So to be more specific, I say that you should do it in ticks, but there you go. But people who want to talk in handles, it's a 5-handle play right there off of a cipher. Now this cipher also had one of our infamous Fibella dots on top of that, which for us is called what? Pop quiz. Before I type it, before I write it, hopefully you said an HMD. This is a harmonic plus a dot, right? So this is a harmona dot, which is what we call it. That is the HMD, infamous for our system. Again, that is not something in any other system out there. That is exclusive to the AlgoBox trade system. Should we take that play? Yeah, I'm going to take that play. That's a good one. That's an HMD to the long side. Very nice. Let's look at a few more. So we're just going to scroll back here, and I'm not going to cherry pick these. Let's see if they were winners or losers. Okay, this is a diamond harmonic. Can you get any more pinpoint than that? Looks like that called the big down move to me. This shark cipher combo here, did that call an up move? Yeah. Now look, those are small, right? You see the small formation, but a smaller formation, smaller moves. Hopefully you should be able to pick up on that, right? All right, another little shark here. Maybe not necessarily a perfect one, okay? But do we see the formation? Yes.
Warning, don't believe the AI trading hype until you watch this entire video.
Do the markets move in harmonic shapes? Yes. What exactly is a harmonic shape? We're going to get to that here in a moment. If you are familiar with Fibonacci, you're probably going to love this. Or, if you're a hater of Fibonacci, well, you're not going to like it either. But you can't debate with facts and proof and evidence. Let's take a peek here. Did this shark play? Was this the up move? Yeah. Did we ever even come back down into it? No. Is that 70 tick plus move? Yeah. Let's see. I'll use my measurement tool here for you so you can figure out what that exactly is. 90 tick move to the high right there off of that shark play. Now, mind you, that's a shark and a cipher. If you have the stop back behind the shark and you ride it until we see, I don't know, whatever your exit point is, if you're going to get a multi-target scenario, if you want to ride it up to the next cipher, like let's say that you're going to exit off of the next cipher. Let's press this one right here. Let's do a measurement up to the cipher. How many ticks is that? That's 41 ticks. Let me zoom in there. Maybe you can't see that because I'm on a 4K screen there. That Y value there, that's a 41 tick move from the shark just to the cipher if you want to exit on the next, if you want to play harmonics exclusively. But make sure that you've got speed, and I'm going to talk about speed here in just a moment, where you know that the market is hot, which is one of my first criteria. Is the market hot right now? Are we on the move? If we're on the move, then we're going to play it. If we're not, we're not. Did that one work? I don't know. That's the nice little cipher. How far did that one go? 40 ticks on a cipher. So for all the haters, particularly ICT, who is an absolute fraud and a con artist who just runs his mouth all the time and acts like he's an algorithm or something, really, really odd type of individuals. He's going off last night telling people that he's got handlers that only allow him to trade sim. Bro. Who's believing this stuff? Listen, if you're still following ICT, like seriously, you have to be a complete muppet. What's a muppet? A muppet is a mouthpiece. Like, you run your mouth, but you got no brains, right? Yeah, you got a hand up your butt and somebody's moving a hand around. Like, that's why you're called muppets. So anybody who's trading SMC, Smart Money Concepts, or ICT, they're muppets. If you ever like go and track them down, you'll see they're like the very low class type of individual. And we're just gonna leave it like that. They love to personally attack people, and they can't trade. They have no track records, but they're like, oh, I passed the funding. I passed. Not interested. All right, let's see it again. Let's see some more. Sticking with the facts. Did that shark play call the move down? Yeah, it did. Did that bat play call the move up? Yeah. Did these bats call the play down? Yeah. Did this bat call the move down? Yeah. This one, questionable, but we moved a decent amount down all the way into the ideal entry location. Anybody who's been following us along with that knows what this is, right? This hot zone right here. What's that? This is off of our J-hook. J-hook play entry, boom, to the upside. Can you play that with the harmonic down into it? Continue on. Again, I could show you these time after time. Here is a combination shark butterfly. Again, these are our favorite kind when they've got multiples in them. Let's see what the measure on this guy is here. If we want to go all the way to the pivot down to a green dot, which would be an exit, that's 67 ticks. So yeah, we got quite a few of these. Now let's go all the way back to the beginning where we were to see, kind of the current series on a Friday, see, how well these go and how can we filter some of these. So some of the filters are using multiples. I already showed you guys the harmonic dot with the dot scenario. Now let's look at what I kind of call an activation point. So right here we have a huge delta, which also at the same time we get a big fat 10 on our alpha omega crosses. So this is a nice combo that tells us, all right, algorithms are active now. Let's see. Let's take the next play. Simple thought like that. Next one that came up was a green dot. Is that viable? Yeah. Nice little push-up move right there. Let's measure the move. Just for that move alone, that's 51 ticks off of the next move. Now, that means we're also going to take the next harmonic. What's the next harmonic? Nice shark play right here. Shark play calls the move all the way down. Red dot entry. Now we've got, this is our initiation that says we've got enough volume for, okay, boom, the algorithms have collected enough contracts to start their move. Boom, we get the shark cipher. Boom, now we got a shark move. Boom, back up and out. Moving down here, we blow through these. Remember, after this, all we're trying to do for us, we want to try the next one. Now, do I have an activation point here for this one? No. So can we skip it? Yes. Let's see our next one that has an activation point. All right, do we have an activation point for this one? Yes. What do we have? On the delta, we have a shift. What's that called? Delta shift. Oh, delta shift. Do we take the next play? Yes. Boom. Easy. Cipher bat, play it down. You think, oh, that's not very much of a move. Are you sure? 62. Blue dot, nice play up, but let's not carry on to those. Let's talk about specifically, we're following in on harmonics today because that's our focus. Are the harmonics worth your time? This is the question we're answering here today. So inside of this crab PRZ said a potential reversal inside of this zone. Did it get it? Looks like it did to me. Let's look at those combos. The killer combo. Another combo. Here we go. Shark crab zone with 2 power dots inside. Is this the best entry ever? Yes. Absolutely. This one gives you all kinds of confluence and confidence to take a play like this. This literally is calling bottom right there and the ginormous move up. Let's see how many ticks that is from the blue dot entry on the HMD to the next red dot. That is 86 ticks. Continue to run up if we're getting out on that next crab. Let's see what the back of the crab can get us. That is 122 ticks. I'm going to zoom in so you can see numbers. There they are. 86 and 122. 2022, called by harmonics plus just a little something something. Now, let's say that you didn't. Let's say that we play this as a double shark with an HMD to the short side. Did this one call the move down? I'm just strictly showing you evidence. Now, back down to the shark back. How big is that? That is 65 ticks on NQ while the NQ is in movement. These are back to back to back, folks. And no, our system does not repaint. You want to see the ones that break through? Yes, like these back here. Do they repaint? No. Do these repaint just because this one got broken? No, it's still there. You can see the ones that fail. However, can you filter and get good ones? Yes. Are they worth your time? I believe so. That's my personal feeling on it. I can see it. It's just in the evidence. I'm not trying to go, you know, do I have to make it work? Do I have to fight it? No, it's just, it's there. It's clear to me that they work. It is right there on your screen. Ours are adaptable. It's another thing about like just harmonics in general. You have to be careful with those. Inside of AlgoBox, we have adaptability internally. Every 4 minutes, we are doing an optimization internally. So ours are better. Quite frankly, our harmonics are better. And we use lossy join logic. So fuzzy logic is a whole conversation of other days. You guys can come and have a chat about some other time or go, you know, study it a little bit. But being precise, I'm going to show you guys what these come from. But let me show you one more thing here. A scenario like this. So you see the gold, see how it's gold? It's not green or red. Most of the time, our harmonic PRZs are red or green. So what is it when we have a gold? This is like using red light, green light system, or you're coming up to a red light. Yellow light means get ready. This is a get ready. This is what we do ahead of time. All of our harmonics will draw PRZ targets for you. And I say targets because if I entered in on that blue dot, do you see how I could use that cipher as an exit point for a target? We can use it for that. We can also anticipate that if we are already looking for a short because, oh, well, the market seems to have, you know, been, it's like we've been taken down. I want a good spot to get in on a short. Well, do you see if I was using a harmonic entry, we hadn't had one in a while here, right? Nothing, 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 nothing. Oh, all of a sudden, boom, there's going to be a cipher harmonic right there. Do you see how you could potentially, again, I say potentially, because again, nothing is 100%. I could come in and take a shot right there with a little quick stop right behind it for a target down below. You see how that's about a 3R, maybe 4R, all the way down to just to the bottom, and that's not even including a break if you've got a runner. Let's figure out like, well, what is the move here? If I got the blue dot entry and I'm gonna go just to that one, because again, this is a small one, but that is a 26 tick potential. So, you know, are you good with 25 ticks? When was the last time you're just hitting 25 ticks at a time? This is why our system particularly is better. In my opinion, we draw it ahead of time. We are giving you the PPRZs. The answer for the question, do harmonics work? I don't know. I'll leave the question to you. You answer down in the comments down below if you want to debate it or have a question about it. You know, pull them up on your own charts. You can install our 2-week free trial, see it for yourself. Let me show you guys what a harmonic is. Let's go into the study of a harmonic. Let's look. Okay, so I would encourage you to do some quick studies on this alone. You can go and Google this. I just did a quick Google, what is a harmonic structure in day trading charts, and you get lots of pictures of those setups. These, again, I did not invent these. We just made them better, okay? Here's kind of a general list of these, but what you've got inside of these is you've got multiple Fibonacci levels. Okay, for all you Fibonacci fans, and I find it, again, disingenuous where, you know, ICT goes over there and he's like, oh, I got the 15%. It's like the weakest. I mean, it's just such a simple, like the stuff that ICT talks about is such a, just simple stuff. He just makes it sound complicated so you guys will sit there and waste your time with him. He uses time sunk theory. The longer you spend in his garbage, the longer you'll stay around. Because you feel like, well, I've already sunken this much time into my stuff, so I guess I better stay around. It's BS. Notice the numbers, 786, 1618, 127. These should be all numbers that you're familiar with. As even an SMC student, you guys are dealing with Fibonacci levels. I know you're always like, oh, I got an FVG. An FVG is just a support and resistance level. You guys don't understand what gaps are. You guys don't understand any of that stuff because ICT just BS's you all day and gives things new names. I feel sorry for you. I really do. Genuinely, like if you really want to understand what is in these, this is a complex structure, and this also is the algorithm that is moving markets when they are seeking liquidity. They are moving around in these levels, which is why Fibonacci levels are one of the things that a lot of people trade off of. Imagine you could do multiple Fibonacci's all lined up. Like first we went from a 78.6 to 1618 to a 50% up to a 618, and then we went to 127 extension. Wow, that, like, you know that the market is moving in a series at that moment. You understand that? This is what a harmonic does at the end of the day. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here doing this stuff. Again, they make it very, very clear if you start to look at any of these, you know, here's here's your 78.6 measurements. All of these are precise, but imagine not having to do these by hand. The hard part is doing these by hand. You don't want to have to do these by hand, but you understand, like, people who are saying that this stuff doesn't work, and ICTs are like, oh, it doesn't work. Bro, you don't even have a track record. Who claims that they've been trading for 38 years and doesn't have a track record? Last night, again, going off on saying that he has handlers that only allow him to trade sim. Bro, you guys need to wake up. I feel sorry for anybody who's still believing that garbage. It's hilarious to me. You know, go do a little study on harmonics, understand that these are just multiple fib levels being touched. And yes, they are structures that repeat over and over again. And for those of you guys who think that, oh, repetition, see if it doesn't repeat in the markets. Well, sure, you can find anything on the left-hand side of the chart. Doing it in real time is where the rubber meets the road. That is the difference between you guys in SMC and you guys being, oh, look at me, I passed the trader funding. And then, 3 months from then, you're blown out. If you don't have a track record, you don't need to come and talk to us. Okay, if you want to come and have a track, bring us a track record. I believe you need a track record of at least 1 year personally, but listen, I can't even find an SMC student who can give me a 5 or 6 month track record. Most of them are blown out in 90 days or less. 97% of ICT and smart money concepts traders, 97% of them, like, they are worse than any other traders from a statistical, again, if you care about stats, are statistically worse than any other trade group that's out there. I feel sorry for them. The answer of the question for today is, do harmonics work? Are they worth your time? Well, I personally think that they are. Now, let me talk about how this fits into our plan here real quickly. Again, this is off of my 3s time frame here. Is this my main entry chart? No, I use these for higher time frame, bigger picture moves. I personally, if you guys have been watching me on my live streams, I will come into zones and I will take picks. I will take shots at it using particularly the Enigma system now. Very, very powerful inside of zones, or double cross double moves at the bottom of zones. You guys know how I play those entries, getting those immediately. We've got lots of play setups. This is a nice one, a divergence plus a Fabella dot, literally calling the high on the 89 range. Every one of these bars is worth nearly 100 ticks. This is, a multi-thousand tick drop off of our setups. Pretty darn cool. Harmonics part of our suite? Yes. Do I believe that they have merit? Yes. Do I see it on a regular basis? Yes. You can't, it's undeniable. You will see them. Do some of them fail? Sure. Like that one right there. That one work? No. Blew straight through that. Let's see another one that failed. That one's a winner. Okay, this one. We kind of blew right through it. Now, did we pop up and out of it for a few bars? Yes, but we ultimately came down. But look how we do the combination. This is a diamond dot play. We taught you guys we have a diamond dot strategy. Diamond dot all the way up. Now we take the pink dot, double dots into the rivers for the down move. Again, this is high time frame. These are this is 39 ticks, 40 ticks per bar right here. Huge moves. Do harmonics work? You tell me in the comments down below, but I don't think there's any debate anymore. Do you?
All right, old school me talking about all of our new stuff. It's just gotten better. So I told you we got 2 more. Are you ready? I hope you're hanging with me. If you're new, you're going to be ready tomorrow. I hope you learn that strategy there. There's HMDs. In fact, that's what we're going to go talk about right now. So combining the harmonic that we just talked about here, I'm going to go under the strategies section. Fundamentals are right above it. As you go here into the strategies, I will literally show you a strategy that you can come and play with us tomorrow with the harmonic. Here we go. Here is the harmonic dot. So we talked about the harmonics, the power of the harmonics. Do you think you can find one of these tomorrow with me? If you saw this on your chart, do you think you could press the sell button on that red dot right there inside of the red box? You got a red box, you got a red dot. How do you think you could press the sell button right there? Can you do that? Now with our system, it'll automatically, if you got the ATM turned on out of the box, it will automatically put your stop right. Well, it won't put it back there. You'll need to make sure it goes back there, but it will put a stop there. It will give you 2 targets. And do you think you can put your target out, depending on if you are on the 2s, the 3s, or the 4s, on either A, 10 tick, B, 15 tick, C, 20 tick, or D, full 40 tick play, depending on whether or not you have the MACV Ultimate with you that we talked about, the nerd. Can you do that? Type a yes or a no there in the chat. You can do it. Are you ready to do it tomorrow? This is the HMD. There is a power one where I told you about the different colors. So this one is a pink one, which means it's even more powerful, more stuff lined up right there, which generally will move it farther. Not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed, of course. Again, that's why you have your stops, right? Our stop is going to go back behind the dot. Look at how tiny that little stop is. Little tiny stop, tiny risk, big reward opportunity. Here's another one, HMD, Harmona dot that I talked about. We've got the fib dot plus the harmonic PRZ cross. This one happens to also be a shark back as well. We just combine things inside of AlgoBox. You can do these tomorrow, right? Could you not? Like, do you think you need to study this for years? You got to study this for a long time to be able to go, okay, it's a video game. Let's say I just had these on my chart. Just these alone, again, are worth the price of entry, in my opinion. That right there, you could probably pay for you can probably pay for the system on the first trade on a play like this if you got the right amount of contracts. Can you see that? All right, let's go to the next one. How about, oh, there's a blue one. Blue dots call bottoms all the time. Blue, one of the most powerful plays to the long side. Okay, got the Gartley harmonic PRZ. Dot inside of it. Can you press the long button? Can you do it? How about this one? Complex HMD, a form of an HMD inside of the harmonic PRZ, a different type of dot. Look at that one right there. That's a different kind of dot. That it is an Enigma bot. I'm sorry, bot. Well, there is a bot on it. I'm so used to saying Enigma bot, but this is an Enigma dot. Power level 10. You think you can handle that one tomorrow? You think you can handle that one too? I think so. I think you could do it. I think you could think it through. All right, this one. Blue means it has the Mac VU with it, with the Mac VU filter turned on. And you'll learn that. I'm going to show that to you here in just a moment because we just talked about it. So I may as well show it to you, right? Anyhow, can you see the power? All you need, picture's worth 1,000 words. Yes, we've got some examples down here for you. The HMD video, let's play it here. But first, I want to go over real quick. I'm going to duplicate the documentation here for just a moment. And I want to show you how you can turn that on full auto with the... I thought I could find it easily. Nope. If I can't find it though, I'll do it up here. Enigma Platinum panel. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for right here. All right, there's our nice little graphic on it. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to show you the filter for this one right here. We'll let the little graphic go through there, turning it all on, and right there. If you have the Mac VU filter turned on and showing them, you can turn it to show or to not show. This means the nerd is with you. You can filter that. If you want to see only the plays, if you wanted to make this so simple for yourself, where you're like, look, I want my strategy to be just what Vinny said. I don't even want to try to take a play against the nerd. Just show me the ones with the nerd. Vinny, can you do that for me? Sure, no problem. Now you will need the platinum pack. Okay, it's an extra $500 for lifetime. Right now on Black Friday, not normally. Okay, the full platinum pack is $19,099. It's $20K. Right now during Black Friday, we only do it twice a year. So hook it up. Black Friday, Mac VU, boom, with it. That is this one right here on that power harmonic with the blue. The reason it was blue, it means this has the filter option turned on that says, show me a color coding for the Enigma. And that is a little setting there in your Enigmas. As you get to that section in the 8-day bootcamp, we'll walk through every setting in there so that you'll know how to turn those blue if you want them to be blue, so it'll designate it for you. Or if you're just like, I don't need the designation, up to you. You have the flexibility on being able to do that. Okay, so the Harmona dot, let's play it. 2 minutes.
You love with Wix.
Wait for it. I got to figure out a way to not have those go. Sorry, folks. They're currently on YouTube for you for free.
The Harmony Dot strategy, HMD, is a multi-confluence reversal strategy in the AlgoBox trading system, designed to identify potential market reversals. This powerful yet easy-to-spot trading strategy combines two of the core elements of AlgoBox, harmonics and fib dot. Let's break them down. First, the HMD starts with a harmonic pattern automatically drawn by AlgoBox. We focus on the potential reversal zone, or PRZ. A green PRZ can suggest a potential long reversal, while red may indicate a possible short. Keep an eye out for gold. that could signal a harmonic is forming. The magic happens inside this PRZ with the appearance of a fib-ellie dot. The color of the dot matters. Blue and pink dots are typically regarded as stronger signals. Green dots may also suggest bullishness, while red could indicate potential bearishness. Remember, the dot's color takes precedence over the PRZ color. Here's a harmony dot setup in action. A harmonic PRZ appears on the chart, highlighting an area where a reversal might occur. Then a fib-ellie dot appears within this PRZ. That's the cue. Confidence just leveled up. An initial target? Ideally 10 ticks on the first contract for multi-contract ATMs, set by the AlgoBox ATM. Stop loss? Some users choose to place it behind the dot, depending on their preferred stop strategy. Now go practice this strategy on NinjaTrader's Market Replay until you trade it like a pro. Thanks for watching. See you in the next training video.
All right, so you're ready for tomorrow by now. I've got you a couple plays, but I told you I was going to give you one more. So hang tight. Are you still with me? I'm going to go and give you a double cross, double move here for tomorrow. If you're brand new with us, this is the play I'm going to teach you right here. Double cross, double move. This is going to be drawn automatically for you. You don't have to draw any of this. The system does it for you. It's going to give you the box so that you'll know exactly where the stop goes. That red line will literally draw the stop for you. So as you press enter on the play position, you'll literally put your stop right back behind it. Hopefully you already know how to drag your tags around. We'll teach you that if you are brand new. Of course, if you are just absolutely brand new, never traded before, we'll teach that in the beginner course as you get involved, and that is also free in the documentation section. There's my target, also drawing this out for you. Double cross, double move. One of my favorite plays on the lower time frames. I really like to use this more so on the 1s and 2s. Write that in your notes. 1s and 2s. And the 3s, if I go to the 4s, this doesn't come up as often, okay? These are really great for lower time frames because this really picks out when retail gets offsides. The key to this is what we're doing internally with the Flowmaster system. Here, we want to see all of this. Now, we're gonna show you here a video in just a moment, but I want to give you the visual cues on basically, you're looking for that right there. You're trying to press the entry button in the direction of the MACV Ultimate. Ideally, same scenario. I always use the same set of filterings. Okay, this one is a cluster with the double cross double move right there, same plays. Here's your examples right here. Moving quickly here because I value your time and I want to get to playing you the video that will talk it through better than I can. And of course, if you want to hear me talk through it, you can go through mine right here as well. What is double cross double move strategy, all that kind of whatnot. Let me give you the professional version, and then we will be seeing you tomorrow in the live stream, ready to take these plays. If you're brand new with us,
For your words,
let's go.
Looking to spot high probability moves following a breakout? Let's explore the DCDM strategy concept within the AlgoBox system. The DCDM, or double cross double move, leverages the power of Flowmaster crosses. These crosses are proprietary indicators designed to track real-time order flow shifts, indicating significant buying or selling activity, suggesting potential shifts in market momentum. This powerful setup is triggered when two Flowmaster crosses appear within 10 to 15 algo bars of one another. This alignment may indicate that a double move opportunity is forming. It's also worth noting that a DCDM setup can be identified using alpha-omega crosses. While the system won't auto-plot stops and targets for alpha-omega-based DCDMs, the structure and logic of the pattern remain valid. A DCDM typically happens after price breaks out of an accumulation zone or follows a strong directional move, giving a solid chance for a strong follow-up move. The system automatically plots ideal levels for both stop placement and target projection, helping to define the structure of the trade. Paying attention to additional factors like market speed and audio box alerts can add valuable context and may serve as added confluence to the DCDM signal. Here's a DCDM setup in action. A Flowmaster cross appears on an AlgoBox chart, signaling notable order flow activity. Within a few algo bars, a second Flowmaster cross emerges, reinforcing the potential for a continued move in the same direction. After some price hesitation, we start hearing audio boxes clacks, suggesting large buyers are entering the market. This audio box signal reinforces that traders are jumping into the move too, so traders might explore an entry near a key price level. For potential targets, consider potential targets around key levels like the golden line. For risk management remains crucial. Consider placing stops below the Flowmaster crossbox to protect against reversals. Mastering the DCDM concept starts with practice. Use NinjaTrader's market replay to test this strategy in a simulated environment, building confidence in spotting these setups. Ready to take the next step? Start a free 2-week trial to unlock the full suite of AlgoBox tools and strategies. Plus, explore our 8-day bootcamp to deepen your understanding of powerful concepts like the DCDM. Join our community for real-time insights, and we'll see you in the next one.
All right, that's a double cross, double move. Hopefully you've got 3 strategies. I hope you took some notes along the way. It was a pleasure being with you here this afternoon. There's the countdown timer up top. We have 3 days, 8 hours, 33 minutes, and 13 seconds to get the Black Friday offer. Happy Thanksgiving. I will catch you guys tomorrow morning in the live stream. I'd like you guys to watch at the very end here. We got some really cool stuff here from our graphics team that put this together here for you. I will catch you in the morning. Art team, show them how it's done.
Our daily live streams start with Mentorship Mondays, where we bring you algorithmic trading, interactive mentoring, and your questions are answered live. Get hands-on learning with these quant trading tools engineered to give you an unfair edge over other traders who don't have AlgoBox on their trade stations. Discover the power of predictive auto harmonics. Utilize trading robots to quantify and react even in fast market conditions. Learn all our quant trading strategies such as the DCDM, HMD, and the dynamic game-changing order flow system, the Alpha Omega. Empower your trading with Flowmaster's advanced real-time audio and visual order flow analysis features. Detect the market mover's trading activity and take action with cutting-edge tools like AudioBox for live digital pit noise that audibly reveals the size and speed of the big players on the tape in real time. Use the Delta Flagging Pro to ready up your next precision entry and the Supreme Flowmaster Enigma for unrivaled, actionable trade opportunities. Got questions? Get them answered live. Whether you're new to AlgoBox or an advanced trader, you'll gain valuable, unique takeaways in every live trading stream session. Dive into structured quant trading. Access our free trade room and free community tools. Test your knowledge in the AlgoBox Academy with tests and quizzes. Add the AlgoBox edge to your trading arsenal and harness the power of our algorithmic strategies. Your success is our mission. Subscribe now and make every Monday a game changer with Mentorship Monday. See you on the stream. Download your 2-week free trial and use our community tools at algoboxpro.com.
The old adage where, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, more money and better opportunity, I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use, they have better front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Over the hills in the evergreen, trade my soul for a chance to Delta 5 loading. Long, look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. Step on freeze. Into the wire. Order filled. Target filled.
Audio Jungle.